The ShortBreaks programme through Aiming High and subsequently from that has proven to be an absolutely vital service to support children and their families. And this has had an impact not just on the lives of disabled children and young people who access the services, but also those of their parent carers, the wider family, including siblings.
I think the partnerships in Sefton are really strong through the Aiming High team and parents and carers. And this place came about from parents and carers wanting something in a local resource for local children. You know, I think it's a fantastic resource, and I think what you see has been born out of everyone coming together and saying exactly what they wanted, which is really important.
This is Jake Hall. Jake's 11, and the idea of Jake's Sensory World came about because there was no provision in this area for children like Jake. We spent a long time going to friends' birthday parties, and Jake's always had to sit in his wheelchair and watch. There was never anything for him to interact and do. So a group of friends got together, and we basically turned around and said, right, how are we going to rectify this? And man basically said to us, is it about you as a charity providing it, or is it about the provision for the children in the area? And it was always about the provision, and at the time the new Netherland Activity Centre was in the planning, and he said he really felt that this would be a fantastic place for it to be fully inclusive, to be included in the new build, to which we thought was fabulous. We weren't going to end up in fitting into a drafty church hall. You know, this would be built around the needs of the children, and as a result then they basically went to the government and got money from the Aiming High project, and obviously it was put into here, and hence the dream became a reality at the beginning of the year. The importance of having the centre is we'd obviously, the reason we behind it was that there was nowhere for us as a family, and more so for Jake and his sister Lois, to interact. So there was no family time come the weekend. There was always parties and things for Lois to do, and there wasn't anything for Jake. And it was really, really important for us to have. You know, Jake has got a life-limiting condition, so it's important to have memories of the things we've done. So the time we come here, it's absolutely fabulous. She's 14, but when she comes here, it doesn't matter how old she is, you know, she plays with Jake at his level, you know, so they're on the waterbed, they're in the ball pool, we've got hundreds of photographs of them, you know, which will make memories for in the future.
Particularly my youngest, he needs to go out a lot. He wants to be out of the house every day after school, so he needs after school clubs, he needs play schemes, places like this to come to vent off a bit of energy, and also the two of them can come to blows in the house, so for them to be able to come somewhere like this and actually get along is really nice.
I just think it's a wonderful resource for our students. There's so little really available in the community for our students, and it's lovely to be able to take a group of students out for a change rather than one or two students. We're very lucky in school. We have a light room, we have a dark room, but they can only cater for 2 students at a time. So here we can bring a large group down, have some in the soft play area, have some in the sensory room, and it'll meet their needs. And we just think it's a fantastic resource.
In Sefton this year we've been on a real journey around early help and defining what we're calling our offer for ShortBreaks and other early help services. So around disability we've brought together the ShortBreaks team, people working on transitions, people working on other services for young people and families with disabilities. We've worked with parents in terms of asking them what they want, when they want it. We've looked at what kids enjoy, so you know, some of the resources here like on the water. we're trying to find sort of activities that really bridge that gap of sort of providing some respite to care, because obviously that's what our duty is to provide, but also sort of some real fun activities that are going to help on their journey, you know, and sort of help them aspire to things that they want to do later on. So it's trying to bring all of those things together to a real focus. In Sefton, our counsellors and our leaders have made some really brave decisions and invested really wisely in the kind of concept here. But we've got a number of really high quality leisure facilities that we utilise, and also other youth facilities and children's centres, and a real massive investment. Now we're kind of beginning to reap some of the rewards of that in terms of the programmes that they're able to offer, and kind of how many young people and children and families come in.
Well rated and highly rated by families. Some of the things that parents have told us is that having that sort of provision has enabled them to continue to work during the summer holidays. It's also enabled them to spend time with other members of the family, knowing that their child is engaged in positive activities with staff that they've got a good relationship with and staff that they trust. We also run 34 weekly activities during the evenings and weekends, which is funded via Aiming High. The fact that they're consistent and regular mean that parents can bank on them, that they happen, they're reliable, and so that they know that they're going to get a regular short break. And that short break may only be an hour or 2 hours, but it's a reliable one, and one that the kids enjoy coming to.
Emma gets 5 hours a week short breaks, and for us as a family it was important that it would only be a short break if it helped all of us and we all achieved some outcomes out of it. So if Emma wasn't happy having a short break, it wouldn't be a short break for us either. We didn't want a PA at that time because Emma's got lots of grown-ups in her life. She's got older brothers and older sisters, so she wants to go to the park or go swimming. There's loads of options, and actually she's fun to be with, so we like doing that stuff with her. The important thing for Emma was finding time with some friends and making some real friends. We've done a lot of work in school to create a circle of support for Emma and help nurture some friendships, but we wanted to support those to develop a little bit outside of school as well, and this was like a middle ground, so it was still safe. School do all the work for me. We sit down with the extended schools manager and the head, and we work in close partnership. And we talk about the stuff that Emma likes. So she's done yoga, they've done computer animation, basketball, cycling, the stuff that she really likes to do with her friends. At the moment, these are her friends that she goes apart with and she's been with from nursery. So we wanted to nurture those friendships because they'll be with her when she's a bigger. When I'm dead, hopefully it'll be her friends that keep her safe in a community. The other benefits are that she went to a party with one of her friends yesterday afternoon that I didn't have to stay at because it's helped me have some relationships with their mums as well. And Emma had an overnight stay that wasn't respite care because she had a sleepover and stayed up all night and ate sweets and drank pop and threw up and had a ball with her friends, and that's what being 9's about. The other benefit is she's got a little sister, so now it gives me a little bit of time on a Wednesday when she has some after school activities that Nikki and I can go out and she doesn't have to share me with Emma. So it's really benefited all of us. And she comes home and she's tired. Job done.